You need to hear this if you're a math enthusiast. Get ready for a thrilling adventure in the world of numbers. Today, we're going to explore two of the most fascinating concepts in mathematics: pi and infinity. These two ideas have intrigued and puzzled mathematicians, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. We're diving into the exciting universe of pi and infinity. Pi, represented by the Greek letter pi, is a number that represents the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. It's an irrational number, meaning it has an infinite number of decimal places without repeating. They're both super cool, a bit mysterious, and have puzzled mathematicians for ages. Infinity, on the other hand, is a concept that describes something without any limit. It's not a number, but an idea that helps us understand the boundless and the endless. Pi helps us understand the perfect shape of a circle. From the wheels on our cars to the clocks on our walls, pi is everywhere in our daily lives. It's essential in engineering, physics, and even in the arts. Infinity, on the other hand, is how we think about things that never, ever end. Imagine an endless road or the vast expanse of the universe. Infinity helps us grasp the concept of the limitless. Fasten your seatbelts, math explorers, as we unravel the mysteries of pi and infinity together. We'll see how these concepts are not just theoretical, but have practical applications in our world. It's going to be a fun ride, so hold on tight and get ready to dive deep into the never-ending story of pi and infinity. Let's go. Let's imagine a delicious pizza. Picture it fresh out of the oven, with steam rising and the aroma filling the room. The crust is golden brown and the toppings are perfectly melted. It's a sight to behold and a treat for the senses, round, cheesy, and ready to be devoured. The cheese stretches as you pull a slice away, and you can see the delicious layers of toppings. It's a perfect circle, inviting you to take a bite. Now, let's measure around the edge of that pizza. That's the circumference. Imagine wrapping a measuring tape all the way around the pizza's edge. This measurement tells us how long the outer boundary of the pizza is. Next, we measure across the pizza, cutting it in half. That's the diameter. By slicing the pizza right through the middle, we can see the distance from one side to the other, passing through the center. Now, divide the circumference of the pizza by its diameter. This calculation helps us understand the relationship between the two measurements. It's a simple division, but it reveals something fascinating. Guess what? The answer is always close to 3.14, no matter how big or small your pizza is. This number is consistent and appears every time you perform this division. That magical number, 3.14, is what we call pi. It's a special constant in mathematics, representing the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Pi is a fundamental concept that helps us understand the geometry of circles. Here's where pi gets really interesting. If we calculate pi to more decimal places, it just keeps going and going, without ever repeating. It's like a never-ending song of numbers. Mathematicians have used powerful computers to calculate pi to trillions of digits, and it still hasn't repeated. This makes pi super special and a little bit mysterious. It's like a hidden code in the universe of circles, and it helps us understand everything from planets to sound waves and beyond. Imagine you're counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, and so on. You start with the basics, just like when you were a child learning to count with your fingers or using an abacus. Each number follows the next, and you can keep going as long as you want. You can keep counting forever and ever. Numbers just keep increasing, and there's no stopping point. It's like watching an endless stream of numbers flowing upwards, never ceasing. There's no end to how high you can count. Imagine a road that stretches out into the horizon, or rows of seats in a stadium that seem to go on forever. The concept of infinity is all around us. That's what infinity is, the idea of something that never ends. It's like looking up at a starry night sky and realizing there are endless stars, or gazing at the vast ocean with no visible shore. It's not a number itself, but a way of thinking about things that are boundless and limitless. Infinity helps us grasp the concept of endless possibilities, whether it's the horizon, the mountains, or the ever-changing sky. While pi is used to measure circles, infinity is a concept that helps us understand the vastness of space, time, and even numbers themselves. It's a way to comprehend the infinite nature of the universe, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies.